2 years we've had the group going. We are a little kind of on, you'll see on the list of the schedule that there's nothing listed right now. We're on a hiatus a little bit. The group really was serving a role, kind of an advisory role to the Arizona Rural Development Council, who had been doing programming. And actually the Rural Development Council right now is in process of merging with Local First Arizona. So we are, I have 2 big binders. I spent 2.5 hours here earlier this week doing the due diligence. We don't have an executive director, so this is one of those examples where if you're a board member, don't always get what you pay for. But it's exciting. So in the long run, I think it's really going to be a positive thing for the state, for the Rural Development Council, but also for the state. Because there's a lot of energy and a lot of synergies that make sense with Local First Arizona. So I think we're going to be ramping up and being even more active and stronger as things move forward. They do want to continue to do the Rural Policy Forum, which we have done each summer, which has been a capacity building exercise for nonprofits in rural Arizona. So you see on the description for rural that one of the things is, I bring my form, but about leveraging resources, and that's important anywhere, but when you get into rural Arizona, there's so few of us as funders who fund in rural, and they already have such limited resources in their communities as it is, so the leveraging piece is essential in rural, and so whatever we can do as funders to come together and help them with that, both from a capacity perspective and then also just the leveraging perspective, I think that'll be a role that, and then as we're moving into the partnership with Local First and the focus on economic development. I mean, when you hear from these rural communities, economic development is one of their primary focuses and issues. And so how do we as funders, help them come in and address some of those things? So I guess with that, kind of be on the lookout. You never know exactly how long mergers will take. And it's not that the Rural Funders Affinity Group can't meet before that. I think just from a capacity perspective and making sure there was content that we wanted to discuss and actionable items that we could have dialogue around. That's why we were a little bit on hiatus. So we'll see what comes from today, if there's interest from folks to kick something off before that or continue to have conversations, because obviously it doesn't have to just be a sounding board for what was happening with the Rural Development Council. So interested in anybody's ideas. If we don't have a chance to talk, I know that there's 2 times and like 8 tables. So if you don't have a chance to come to the table today, no problem. If you have ideas, we can definitely get something scheduled. So.